I think we will just, yeah, okay, perfect. Right, thank you.
My name is Louise Jupp from Terrigo Aviation here in South Africa. I'm providing an update on advanced air mobility developments in South Africa as of July 2025. While I won't be able to attend the forum in person this time, I appreciate the chance to share this update with the GAAMF community remotely. In terms of industry milestones, major projects or initiatives that have been launched in South Africa, as of 2025, there are no new AAM-specific projects that have been launched. The business plan for the Western Cape Government's Sandbox Initiative, which I mentioned in January, was completed in the first quarter. This initiative remains recognized as an opportunity for testing future AAM developments. Broader industry conversations are underway and are focusing in the Gauteng province. In terms of other government initiatives or policies promoting AAM in South Africa, there are no policies or legislation. Our Civil Aviation Authority and Air Traffic Navigation Services continue to support workshops and panel engagements that do focus on unmanned aviation. And while AAM is acknowledged as an objective, it's really secondary to current UAS integration. And the Department of Transport continues to assess airport-centric development strategies, focusing on potential for airport-to-city shuttles. Basically, these efforts reflect early-stage groundwork and industry interest, although really implementation remains very limited at this stage. In terms of new laws or policies, there are no new laws as yet. There's no dedicated regulatory framework for AAM or a roadmap focusing on eVTOL trials or vertiport planning and so on. And really, the existing Part 101 regulations under the Civil Aviation Act 2009 remain the foundation of UAS operations in South Africa. And while BVLOS is permitted, approvals remain stringent. Other things of interest is that the South Africa Air Traffic Navigation Service have recently created a new managerial position focused on UAS operations and airspace integration. In terms of public sentiments, UAS applications remain the main focus in South Africa, and really the focus is on enabling the safe expansion and integration of UAS into airspace and its uses, focusing on security, agriculture, mining, and surveying. There is limited to negligible awareness of AAM amongst the general public. And really, in terms of the sentiment towards AAM, it's really an abstract consideration to most South Africans. Public understanding is largely shaped by delivery UAVs rather than the concept of urban shuttles or using eVTOL. And really, without any local use cases or demonstrations or regulatory clarity, there's little public discourse on the feasibility or value of AAM in South Africa. And in terms of any negativity or positive displays, really, there's nothing of significance to note at this stage. I think it's worth just saying that public engagement with AAM remains minimal. There is a need for a clearer set of use cases and also more visibility to build interest and perhaps acceptance amongst the public. In terms of upcoming events, there's nothing specific to AAM, certainly that's been scheduled yet in South Africa. And as I had mentioned in October 2025, we have the African Air Expo, which includes covering AAM and eVTOL as described in their opportunities for exhibitors. In terms of conclusions, really the focus remains on UAS rather than AAM. This concept remains rather nascent, as I had reported earlier. In terms of opportunities, as per January 2025, the Western Cape Sandbox Initiative, as well as the Aerotropolis infrastructures and planning, these offer potential future integration points for AAM services and certainly for building the foundations. In terms of challenges for AAM in South Africa, the absence really of a dedicated regulatory framework is a particular point, and we need a roadmap. And the absence of well-defined use cases or a proof of concept to showcase the potential of AAM in South Africa is a challenge. And ultimately, there is a need to raise public awareness, raise interest and acceptance of AAM in South Africa. Overall, really, progress is gradual, but foundational efforts are underway, offering future entry points for AAM, and provided these are supported by coordinated policy and industry momentum. So thank you very much. This concludes the South Africa update for July 2025. Thank you for the opportunity.